Never Death Row Production. Mike Tyson, the next heavyweight champion of the world. Everybody else for.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. Happy Saturday to all. It is June 13th. Looking back at yesterday, we do hit on our ladder play. Our solo bet came through for us. We're now 42-26 on the season on our solo bets. We got a better record than the Yankees, guys, but it could have been a much better day. We needed the damn Texas Rangers and the Braves to come through for us. They don't. We could have had a much better day, but you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. We got a full slate of baseball here on tap today. I got this video coming out to you super late. We're gonna run through these games, get to these picks. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook, the link is down in the description. Sign up with them. The first week is free. Also, at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. With all of that being said, let's jump into. Alright, first game up on the day, we got the St. Louis Cardinals in Minnesota taking on the Twins. 2 left-handed starting pitchers in this game. We got Matthew Liberatore on the mound for the Cards. We got Prelip on the mound for the Twins. Alright, getting into this one here, we got the left-handed pitcher Liberatore on the mound for the Cardinals. He's been extremely mediocre this season. He'll have a decent start mixed in between a very terrible start. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Minnesota Twins team. At the top of the season, they were squashing left-handed pitching. Around mid-May, that all changed. They're actually hitting righties much better than lefties now. Looking at the matchup for Liberatore, a ground ball pitcher, a pop fly pitcher, pitches for a lot of contact. He matches up very well against this Minnesota Twins lineup. I can see Liberatore going out there today, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. We saw this Cardinals bullpen blow that game yesterday, but I still like the arms available for this Cardinals pen much more than the arms coming out that Twins bullpen. I give the Cardinals the advantage late in this one. On the other side, we got Prelip on the mound, the rookie pitcher. He looks like he's gonna be good in the majors. Got some filthy pitches, but he's been struggling with his command in the last few starts. Struggling. The hard hit rate, I should say, has really been going up in every outing we've seen him in. Throws a good fastball, throws a good slider. This St. Louis Cardinals team, the last 8 starting pitchers, that left-handed starting pitchers they saw, they're 7-1 in those games. They've been absolutely getting to lefties of late. They're batting .268, slugging .483 in their last 8 games played. The Cardinals offense continues to be very good. The Minnesota Twins bullpen continues to be one of the worst in the league, not to mention they're highly taxed. We got hitter-friendly weather out there in Minnesota today. Let's get to the picks. The Twins are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. The game total set at 9. I like that over 9 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Herrera of the Cardinals for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the Yankees in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. Cam Schlittler on the mound for the Yankees. We got Kevin Gausman on the mound for the Blue Jays. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Cam Schlittler on the mound for the Yankees. 2 starts ago, he got lit up by the Guardians, probably the worst start of his career, but bounced back nice against the Red Sox last week. Today, he's going to be seeing a Toronto Blue Jays team. They've been hitting right-handed pitching very good this season. They're batting .240 versus righties, slugging .390. In this game for Cam Schlittler, I could see him having a decent game. My expectations is he goes 6 innings, gives up a run, turns it over to an incredibly taxed, incredibly mediocre Yankee bullpen. They're going to come in this game, give up a run or 2 as well. On the other side, we got Kevin Gausman on the mound. He's been good this season. Can be a bit streaky at times, but today he's going to be seeing a Yankees lineup that has not been hitting right-handed pitching. Despite the fact that they're loaded with some good lefties, they have really gone cold this year versus righties. Even the power numbers are gone versus right-handed pitching this season. Kevin Gausman is a guy that does not walk a lot of batters. He is able to work the strikeouts. That's something that's going to really benefit Gausman here today. My expectations, he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, turns it over to a Blue Jays bullpen that continues to play very well here. I'm expecting them to come in, shut the door on the Yankees. It's up in Toronto in the Dome. They will have the roof open today, so that can make it a bit more hitter-friendly up there in Toronto. Let's get to the picks here. The Yankees are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I like that under 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Clement of the Blue Jays for 2 total bases today. Up next, we got the Padres in Baltimore taking on the Orioles. Randy Vasquez on the mound for the Padres. We got Gibson on the mound for the Orioles. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Randy Vasquez on the mound for the Padres. He's been getting roughed up in the last, I want to say, 4 starts. In his last 4 starts, he's pitching 5 innings in each game. He's given up 13 runs in total in that 20 innings pitched in those last 4 games. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing an Orioles lineup. Offensively, I want to say 2 weeks now. They've just been on a tear. In their last 8 games played, they're batting .258, slugging .470. They've been absolutely crushing it, especially versus right-handed pitching with Randy Vasquez on the mound today, a guy that really struggles versus left-handed pitching. He's going to be seeing a lineup today featuring 6 lefties. I can see Vasquez struggling a bit. Not to mention there's some really good power hitters in that lineup as well. Guys that could take him yard. That is one thing Randy's been susceptible to these last few starts is the long ball. My expectations, he goes 6 innings, gives up 3 runs, turns it over to a Padres bullpen that will have the advantage late in this game. I feel that the Padres bullpen will come in this game, give up a run, but nothing too crazy. On the other side, we got Gibson back on the mound. Very mediocre up to this point. ERA sitting close to 4.30. This guy has one of the worst strikeout rates in the majors. Doesn't have the ability to strike guys out at all. This Padres lineup really doesn't strike out in general. He relies on a lot of pop fly outs, a lot of ground outs. It's going to be very friendly weather out there in Baltimore. I think that's going to backfire on him. Padres lineup, still one of the worst in the majors. I'm expecting Gibson to go 6 innings, give up 2 runs, turn it over to Orioles bullpen. They're incredibly taxed coming into this game. Not to mention they've been playing a bit bad in the last 8 to 10 games. I can see the arms for the Orioles coming in this game, giving up a few runs. Looking at the weather, Ballpark Pal has this projected as the 3rd best offensive game on the schedule today. Let's get to the picks. The Orioles are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like the road dogs in this spot as well. Give me the San Diego Padres on the money line. The game total set at 10. I like the under 10 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Fernando Tatis for 2 total bases today. Next game up, we got the Mariners in DC taking on the Nationals. We got Castillo on the mound for the Mariners. We got Cavalli on the mound for the Nats. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Castillo back on the mound for the Mariners. This guy, I don't know why Seattle's choosing to do this. They're going with a 6-man pitching rotation. They already got their regular 5. They're choosing to keep Castillo as a starter. I think they should have kept him out of the bullpen. He started off the season as a regular starter, was getting lit up. Then they brought Bryce Miller up. He was playing that platoon role where Bryce Miller would start the game, pitch 4 innings, then Castillo would come out the pen, pitch another 3. Looked decent in that role. Had a good start last week against the Astros, a very mediocre offense in general. Today he's going to be playing this Washington Nationals lineup. On the season, they've been a top 5 offense all year up to this point. They've been crushing right-handed pitching. Luis Castillo is a low-velocity pitcher that pitches for a lot of contact in a very hitter-friendly environment in DC. Not to mention the Nationals kill right-handed pitching. Castillo struggles with lefties. This lineup's loaded with left-handed bats. Everything's adding up to Castillo getting rocked in this game. My expectations, he goes 3 to 4 innings, gives up 4 to 5 runs in this one. The Mariners bullpen, still one of the best bullpens in the majors. They were able to rest some key arms in yesterday's game, so I like the back end of this game for Seattle. On the other side, we got Cade Cavalli on the mound for the Nats, looking like the ace they expected him to be. But one thing I am paying attention to with him is his hard hit rate. The strikeout numbers are going up. The walk numbers are staying about the same, but the hard hit rate has been going up a bit. Today, he's going to be seeing a Seattle lineup loaded with left-handed bats. Cavalli does struggle a bit with lefties, especially power-hitting lefties. You got a few in this Mariners lineup here today. Luke Raleigh, Josh Naylor. My expectations for Cavalli, he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, turns it over to Nationals bullpen. Still mediocre, more towards the bad side. I see them coming in this game, giving up a run as well. Looking at the weather, extremely hitter-friendly weather here today. The game total set at 10. We got wind blowing from side to side. Usually favors the pitcher out there in DC. Let's get to the picks. The Nationals are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like them on the money line. The game total set at 9. I got this over 9 total runs today. For the player prop, I'm taking CJ Abrams of the Nationals to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Marlins in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. We got Backer on the mound for the Marlins. We got Bubba Chandler on the mound for the Pirates. Alright, getting into this one here, it's gonna be a bullpen day for the Marlins. We're gonna have Backer open up the game. He's gonna go one time through the lineup, pitch 3 innings. After that, we'll see the rest of the Marlins bullpen. I don't like this spot for it to be a bullpen day for the Marlins. For one, their bullpen comes into this game highly exhausted, highly taxed already. So the arms that's going to be available for this bullpen day, I don't like. Around the 5th, 6th inning, I don't know who's going to be pitching for the Marlins. I'm expecting the Pirates around that time to really start putting up some runs. On the other side, you got Bubba Chandler on them out. This guy continues. He's another rookie pitcher that we're seeing this season struggle with his command. He's not pitching past the 6th inning in any of his starts. He's averaging 4.5 walks per 9 innings. Absolutely terrible. Hard hit rate is sitting at 35%, which is good for him because at least he's not loading up the bases and giving up sharply hit balls. He has a decent ground ball rate, which has been saving him, which is leading to a lot of double plays, so that he has been getting a bit lucky, to be completely honest with you. Today he's going to be seeing a Marlins offense loaded with left-handed bats. He struggles with lefties. We talk about it all the time, guys. This Marlins team is a contact team. They don't go out there trying to slug crazy, trying to hit home runs. They're trying to make clean contact. They're trying to put the ball in play. I can see Bubba Chandler struggling here today. But I do like the back end of the Pirates bullpen. It was the thing we said in yesterday's game. We're going to stay away from this game because of both of the bullpens. We did like the over though. It cashed for us. But as far as the Pirates bullpen today, they're in a much better place. A spot where you're willing to back the Pirates because the arms available. So looking at the weather here today, it's not going to be pitcher friendly or hitter friendly. It's going to be very neutral in my opinion. It really comes down to the matchup. Let's get to the picks. The Pirates are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 9. I like the over 9 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Horowitz of the Pirates to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Dodgers in Chicago taking on the White Sox. We got Yamamoto on the mount for the Dodgers. We got Sean Burke on the mount for the White Sox. Alright, getting into this one here, shout out to the White Sox. They came through for us yesterday. Turned out to be a really easy win. Today, Yamamoto, the ace, is on the mount for the Dodgers. This guy's really gotten back into form. He was getting roughed up mid-May, but really gotten back into form of late. Hard hit rate sitting at 29%. Ground ball rate sitting at 40%, has some good strikeout numbers, low walk rate. Today he's going to be seeing a Chicago White Sox lineup that continues to kill the ball. We saw it for, I want to say, the last 2 weeks. In their last 8 games played, they're batting .268, slugging .470. They've been absolutely crushing the ball, especially versus right-handed pitching. We talk about this fact all the time. This White Sox lineup, their offensive numbers are really good at home. They're much better in their home games this season. There's a few guys that match up very well against Yamamoto. Benintendi, Montgomery, Colson Montgomery. I could see one of them taking him yard here today. It's going to be hitter-friendly weather out in Chicago once again. This Dodgers bullpen, they've been in terrible form of late. We saw it all Pittsburgh series. We saw it once again in yesterday's game. Not to mention, this Dodgers bullpen is incredibly taxed. I like some runs coming out of the Dodgers bullpen here today again. On the other side, we got Sean Burke. Started off the season looking amazing, but in his last 4 starts, he has an ERA of .490. His hard hit rate sitting at 45%. Today, the Dodgers did confirm that Shohei will be back in the lineup, so we can expect to see some pop at the top of this lineup for the Dodgers again. Not to mention, Sean Burke does struggle with lefties. We know the lefties in this lineup: Max Muncy, Freddie Freeman, Ohtani. All of them hit right-handed pitching very well. They've all been killing the ball of late as well. Looking at the White Sox bullpen, I actually like this White Sox bullpen here today much better than the Dodgers bullpen. So I give the Dodgers the advantage through the first 6 innings. Those last 3, I give the advantage to the White Sox. Looking at the weather, like I said, once again, we're going to have hitter-friendly weather out there in Chicago. Let's get to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting odds favorites in this game. To be completely honest with you guys, I had this game as a bit of a toss-up. It really does come down to Shohei if he's playing or not. I know one player shouldn't make that much of a difference, but when you got a guy that leads off the game that can really shift the whole momentum, he does play a big role. Anyways, getting to this game here today, I do not have the Dodgers favored as large as the odds makers. They have the Dodgers at minus 194. Absolutely terrible, meaning a $10 bet pays only $5. just off the odds alone, and like we just talked about, the White Sox has the advantage late in this game. Just off of pure principle, we gotta play the White Sox here, and I like them on the money line. The game total is set at 8. I like the over 8 total runs for the player prop. I'm going with Montgomery of the White Sox for 2 total bases. Up next, we got the Texas Rangers in Boston taking on the Red Sox. We got Jacob deGrom on the mound for the Rangers. We got Ranger Suarez on the mound for the Red Sox. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Jacob deGrom on the mound. This guy had a rough stretch around mid-May towards the end of May. He had a good bounce back start last week. Still has a whip below 1 coming into it. In this game, he's going to be seeing a Boston Red Sox lineup that continues to struggle to hit right-handed pitching this season. They're only batting .228, slugging .370. In this match for Jacob deGrom, a guy able to work the strikeouts, a guy able to get a lot of pop flyouts. I see him having a good game here today where he goes 6 to 7 innings, gives up a run, turns it over to a Rangers bullpen. Yesterday, we faded this Rangers team off of the arms that were available in this bullpen. Today, I like the arms coming out the pen for the Rangers. I can see them coming in this game, shutting the door on the Red Sox bats. On the other side, we got Ranger Suarez. He's been a decent pitcher for them. He'll be a bit streaky at times where he'll have like a bad stretch, then he'll have another good stretch again. He's been playing well of late. Today he's going to be seeing a Texas Rangers lineup that has been absolutely killing left-handed pitching. In their last 8 games played, they're batting .252 versus lefties, slugging .415. My expectations for Ranger Suarez, who's a sinker ball pitcher, pitches for a lot of contact, I see him getting hit up in this one. My expectations, he goes 5 to 6 innings, gives up 3 runs, turns it over to a Red Sox bullpen that continues to play mediocre. They are taxed coming into it in this game. I like the Red Sox arms coming out the pen to come in this game today, give up 1 or 2 runs. Looking at the weather, it is warm. There is no real wind swaying anything in this game. Let's get to the picks. The Red Sox are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Texas Rangers on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5. I like the under 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Wyatt Langford of the Rangers for 2 total bases. Alright, up next, we got the Detroit Tigers in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. 2 left-handed starting pitchers in this game. We got Skubal back on the mound for Detroit. We got Cantillo on the mound for the Guardians. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Skubal back on the mound for Detroit. This guy had got surgery on his arm just like a month ago. Back on the mound already. Technology and medicine is really freaking advancing. Getting into this game here today though, for Skubal, this is not a good spot for him to be making his comeback. They should have helped him on to the next start. For one, he's going to be playing a Cleveland Guardians lineup that has been absolutely crushing left-handed pitching this season. They're a top 5 team in the majors versus lefties. Not to mention, this Guardians team has seen Skubal throughout their career. They have good numbers against them too. Not good numbers, decent numbers, especially comparing the numbers to like other teams. This is an interdivision matchup. They got the scouting report on Skubal. I don't like him to be making his season debut here today. Not to mention, in yesterday's game, Jack Flannery only pitched into the 3rd inning, got taken out. This Detroit Tigers bullpen got really used up yesterday. There's a bunch of arms unavailable here today for them. Making Skubal start, you're expecting him to at least go 5-6 innings now. You don't want to get to this pen too early. Overall, though, I'm expecting the Guardians to put up some runs today. On the other side, we got Joey Cantillo on the mound. He's a good starting pitcher in my opinion. He has some rough starts in between, but this is a good pitcher in my opinion. A guy that could be the number 2, number 3 on the rotation. Looking at the numbers for him here today, he's going to be seeing a Detroit Tigers lineup that struggles to hit left-handed pitching. Carpenter always has to sit out whenever they see a lefty. My expectations for Cantillo, he has the same type of start he has the last time he saw this Tigers lineup, where he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, turns it over to a Guardians bullpen that got some decent arms available. Still, this Guardians bullpen has been playing mediocre. I can see them coming in this game, giving up a run or 2. Nothing too crazy though. Looking at the weather, more on the pitcher-friendly side out there in Cleveland. Let's get to the picks. The Tigers are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I like the over 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Royce Hoskins of the Guardians for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the Diamondbacks in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. We got Michael Soroka on the mount for the D-backs. We got Brent Lauder on the mount for the Reds. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Michael Soroka on the mount. This guy's been blowing my expectations out the water this season. He's been in excellent form, low walk rate, decent strikeout numbers, has a very good pop fly ratio. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing a Cincinnati Reds lineup. We were talking about it in yesterday's game. The Reds offense is very mediocre right now, if not bad. In yesterday's game, when they saw a left-handed pitcher, we did say, all right, it is a spot where the Reds could put up runs because their slugging numbers significantly go up versus lefties. Versus right-handed pitching, though, they've been ice cold. Seeing Michael Soroka, who's been in excellent form recently, I could see Soroka having a good outing here today where he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, turns it over to a Diamondbacks bullpen that continues to play well here. I can see him coming in this game, giving up a run, but nothing too crazy. On the other side, we got Brent Lauder back on the mount. He's made his first start back last week. He looked decent in it, had some good outings, but overall, this isn't a guy I'm expected to have a good start here today. For one, he's been struggling with his command. For two, the hard hit rate sitting at 45%. He is prone to give up home runs, prone to walk a lot of guys, meaning we could see some 2-3 run home run shots in this game here today, shooting the score up really quick. Not to mention the big determining factor all the time. We're going to sound like a broken record. It's the reason we played the Diamondbacks on the run line yesterday. This Cincinnati Reds bullpen, they're one of the worst in the majors. They're going to come into the games, give up runs, and we're expecting the same thing to happen here today. Looking at the weather, hitter-friendly environment, hitter-friendly weather in Great American Ballpark. Let's get to the picks. The Diamondbacks are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like them on the run line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the under 9.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks to hit a home run today. Up next, we got the Phillies in Milwaukee taking on the Brewers. We got Aaron Nola on the mount for the Phillies. We got the left-handed pitcher Dorhan on the mount for the Brewers. Alright, getting into this game here, the first thing I'm paying attention to is the outing Mizorowski had yesterday. He pitched a complete shutout, was able to give the bullpen an extra day of rest. The Phillies bullpen got used up yesterday's game. The first thing I'm looking at, the Brewers have a huge advantage late in this game. On the mount for the Phillies today, we got Aaron Nola. This guy's been getting lit up in his last 2 starts. 3 or more runs in all of his outings, not going past the 5th inning. Hard hit rate sitting at 48%, barrel rate sitting at 33%. He's going to be seeing a lineup loaded with lefties, a lineup that is a contact hitting team. They don't hit for power, but they make clean, precise hits. I could see Aaron Nola struggling once again in this game, where he goes 4 to 5 innings, gives up 4 to 5 runs, turns it over to a Phillies bullpen. They got some decent arms available, but I could still see the arms coming in this game, giving up a run or 2. On the other side, we got Dorhan on the mount. It's going to be really a bullpen day. After that, Chad Patrick will probably come in the game. Overall, looking at the matchup for both Dorhan and Patrick, I can see the Phillies getting some runs off of them here today. There is 2 guys that one of them is going to take Chad Patrick yard, either Schwarber or Harper. My expectations between Dorhan and Patrick, we see 2 to 3 runs put up. After that, the back end of this Brewers bullpen will come in this game and shut the door on the Phillies lineup. Looking at the weather, it is going to be in the dome, but they're projected to have the roof open out there in Milwaukee, which will affect it more offensively. Let's get to the picks. The Brewers are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Christian Yelich of the Brewers for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the Rockies in Las Vegas taking on the Athletics. We got 2 left-handed starting pitchers in this game. We got Kyle Freeland on the mount for the Rockies. We got Jeffrey Springs on the mount for the Athletics. Alright, getting into this one here. They're still playing out in that small, tiny minor league ballpark in Las Vegas. Today, we got Kyle Freeland on the mount for the Rockies. This guy's been absolutely abysmal this season. In his home games at Coors Field, yes, he has an ERA of 8.90. In his road starts this season, he has an ERA of 7.20. This small ballpark is going to play more like Coors. He's going to be seeing an Athletics lineup. They have started to come around versus left-handed pitching. They started off the season really cold versus lefties. It's really picked up of late. You got Brent Rooker back in the lineup. My expectations for Kyle Freeland, he gets slapped around in this game. Goes 6 innings, if not 5, gives up 5 to 6 runs. Looking at the Rockies bullpen, They were playing decent at the beginning of the year, but now they've taken back the crown that they held all last season as the worst bullpen in the majors. I see the arms coming out the Rockies' pen here today, coming in this game, giving up a bunch of runs. On the other side, we got Jeffrey Springs, a contact pitcher, a pop fly pitcher, pitches for a lot of contact. He's going to be seeing a Rockies lineup that has really started to come around offensively. In their last 10 games played, they're batting .252, slugging .430. In this game for Jeffrey Springs, the small ballpark is not going to help him. Like I said, it's going to be very hitter-friendly weather out there in Las Vegas. We're going to have wind blowing from the diamond to the outfield. You hate pop-fly pitchers in this type of scenario. I'm expecting the Rockies to get a few off of him. My overall expectations, he goes 6 innings, gives up 3 runs, turns it over to an Athletics bullpen that's also terrible. I can see them coming in this game, giving up a run or two. It's out in Vegas, super small ballpark. Very hitter-friendly weather out there today. Let's get to the picks. The Athletics are the betting odds favorites in this game, and I like them on the run line. They got the game total set at 14.5. Usually, I would always say stay away from super-duper high game totals, but we've seen a series play in this ballpark already. 28 runs was put up in one game. I like the over 14.5 runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Brett Rooker of the Athletics to hit a home run today. Alright, final game of the day, we got the Tampa Bay Rays in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. We got Griffin Jacks on the mount for the Rays. We got Soriano on the mount for the Angels. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Griffin Jacks on the mount for the Rays. He is a sinker ball pitcher, pitches for a lot of ground outs, a lot of contact. He's been struggling of late. In his last 4 starts, he has an ERA of 5.10. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Los Angeles Angels team. We saw them get to McClanahan yesterday. Granted, McClanahan is a left-handed pitcher. They got very good numbers versus lefties. Against right-handed pitching, they are absolutely terrible. They're actually towards the bottom of the league versus righties this season, especially versus sinker ball pitchers. They've been struggling to hit the ground ball this season. I can see Griffin Jacks having a decent outing here today. Going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to a Tampa Bay Rays bullpen that continues to play mediocre. We saw it in yesterday's game. They were struggling. All the arms that came out the pen, walking a bunch of batters. I'm expecting something similar here today where they come in this game, give up a run or two, but nothing too crazy. On the other side, we got Soriano. This guy started off the season looking amazing. Had an ERA sitting below 0.40 for over 6 straight games. Ever since then, he's been getting lit up. In this game here today, the first thing I'm paying attention to with Soriano in his last 5 starts, where he has an ERA of 4.80. The big thing with him has been his command. He is walking a lot of batters. Today, he's going to be seeing a Tampa Bay Rays lineup that's towards the top of the league in drawing walks. That is something that is not good for Soriano. Not to mention, this team makes clean contact versus right-handed pitching. Granted, they don't have huge slugging numbers, but they are able to make precise, clean hits. I can see Soriano struggling in this game, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to an Angels bullpen, still one of the worst in the league. Not to mention, I don't like the arms available for the Angels in this game. Looking at the weather, it's going to be a bit neutral. There's not going to be hitter-friendly or pitcher-friendly. Really comes down to the individual matchup here today. Let's get to the picks. The Rays are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I like them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I like the under 8 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Jonathan Aranda of the Rays for 2 total bases today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. Yesterday, the Diamondbacks on the run line did come through for us. We wagered $100. The payout was $240. Today, we're going to pocket that $140 once again, and we're going to wager $100 on the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line. We're getting them at -126. This is our ladder play of the day. Next up, we have a 3-leg home run parlay we're playing here today. We're going to start it off with CJ Abrams of the Nationals. We're then going to play Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks. And we wrap up the parlay with Brent Rooker of the Athletics, a $10 3-leg home run parlay. Alright, next up we have a 3-leg parlay we're playing here today. All money line picks. We're going to start it off with the Washington Nationals on the money line. We're then going to play the Atlanta Braves on the money line. And we wrap up the parlay with the Athletics on the money line. And our final bet of the day will be another 3-leg parlay. We started off with the San Diego Padres on the money line. We then play the Pittsburgh Pirates on the run line. And we wrap it up with the Arizona Diamondbacks on the run line. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's Saturday. We made it. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. Hope we all win some money here today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.